On Truth Social this week, aside from his many rants about the grand jury in Manhattan, which is now on vacation for the next month, possibly due to security concerns, so I'm not going to mock him for it. But on Truth Social, Donald Trump shared a story by Avid Trump supporter Wayne Allen Root, where Root, specifically in the title, said, "They want a war? Let's give it to them." In fact, the entire title of the article that Trump shared was, "Democrats want to indict and arrest President Trump. They want a war? Let's give it to them." All right, so before I get into what the article said, because that's just the title, and that title, I will give you this, is a little bit misleading. But this is coming from the same guy who just a few days prior had sent out a message on Truth Social warning of, quote, death and destruction if he is indicted in Manhattan. So anything that says Democrats want a war, let's give it to them after you predicted death and destruction, it's going to be headline news. But once you dig into the article, you realize that Mr. Root, again, a hardcore Trump supporter, is not calling, as far as we know, for a war. You know, he's not necessarily saying take to the streets with ammunition. He's saying we wage a prosecutorial war against Democrats. Here's what, according to Mediaite, the article says. It urges, quote, red city DAs and red state AGs to arrest a laundry list of Democratic political figures and others. The list includes former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former President Barack Obama, former President Bill Clinton, George Soros, former Attorney General Eric Holder, Mark Zuckerberg, Speaker Emeritus Nancy Pelosi, Dr. Anthony Fauci, Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden, VP Kamala Harris, and Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas of Homeland Security. Now, Mr. Root wants all these red state district attorneys, all these red state attorney generals, go ahead and just file charges. That's the war that he thinks should be waged by conservatives. You want to arrest our guy? We'll arrest your people. For what? See, that's kind of the big thing that you got to explain if you're going to call for the arrest of all of these people. Now, listen, I have never been a huge fan of Hillary Clinton. I did vote for her in 2016, absolutely. I mean, you saw what was on the other side. Hell yeah, I voted for Hillary. I'm not an idiot. But she has also been investigated probably more than Trump. She's been grilled by Congress for 11 hours straight. Even Trump never had to do that. And not once during any of that time did Republicans ever find a single thing to indict her for. So I'm on the side of, I don't think Hillary Clinton broke the law. She may have done things you don't like, Republicans, but you got nothing to arrest her for, and your years of investigations kind of proved that. Secretary Mayorkas, like, literally no crimes there at all. That's just stupid. Republicans want to blame Mayorkas for the migrants coming into the country. But that's not something that Mayorkas is allowing, so it's not a crime. I mean, Dr. Anthony Fauci, y'all keep saying that, and y'all haven't listed a single thing that Fauci's done that's illegal. And then, of course, some of these other people, George Soros, I get it, you don't like the guy. He's the only rich person in this country essentially funding some liberal things. So you want him arrested for that? Eric Holder? I despise Eric Holder. He is a corporate defense lawyer. Still didn't do anything illegal. Barack Obama? I mean, come on. The list is, I could, go through everybody on that list and talk about how stupid it is. But this is what Republicans want to do. And I guarantee you that Mr. Root's commentary here that Trump shared on Truth Social, it's not going to fall on deaf ears with these right-wing prosecutors. There are some out there who will try this. Listen, if you've got evidence that any of these people on this list or any other Democrat in this country, if you have evidence that they committed a crime, prosecute them. See, that's the difference between you and me. We're not going to be out there protesting, waving knives in people's faces if you come up with charges against a Democrat. We're just going to say, let it play out. Let them go to court. It's the same thing that happened with those Durham prosecutions. You remember that guy, right? Oh, he's going to blow open the Mueller investigation. I said, let him do it. Let him investigate it. If crimes were committed, prosecute people. And he tried, and he failed because there were no real criminal activities that took place. It's the same reason, by the way, I haven't been opposed to any of the investigations taking place in the House of Representatives. If somebody committed a crime, hold them accountable. If not, you're just going to look like a big old idiot. And they are. And the voters are already turning against them, according to the latest numbers. So if y'all want to try to prosecute these Democrats, I ain't going to stand in your way. Because all you're going to end up doing in the end is showing that you're petty and partisan and stupid. And you're just going to reconfirm that these folks didn't actually commit any crimes. I'd say that's a win-win for the Democrats. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.